All right, guys, welcome back to the second segment of the Indecisive podcast. I'm John.
I'm Jared.
Erwin.
Jose.
Eric.
And today is going to be a little bit different. We're just going to talk about a little bit of a different topic.
It's an interesting topic that I feel is very, very common to most of us teenagers / younger adults.
It's very Gen Z.
Yeah, definitely Gen Z.
Okay, let's get... The topic is drugs. That's what we're talking about today.
Straight balls. Right. We're going in, baby.
All right, bet.
All right, so...
What drugs have we tried?
Let's start off with, like you said.
Yeah, what drugs have we tried?
Let's go.
Okay. You want to go first?
No, go for it.
All right, bet.
I forgot we're doing this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, I've only smoked weed and acid. That's about it. That's all I could account for.
Yeah. Me, I've only done weed. That's it.
Me, I'm the good one in the group. I've never tried anything.
He's still innocent. He's growing.
He's our little saint.
We're going to pop his cherry soon. But for me, same thing. I've only done weed.
You're going to pop his cherry, right?
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, kind of same thing. Just weed, shrooms, and acid.
Right?
Pretty basic. Shrooms, okay.
Oh, do you got any stories to tell, actually? Let's, I think that would be kind of interesting.
For me, it didn't happen to me, but it happened to my friend.
Okay.
And so we were out at Conwood Cove. It's like a...
One sec. These are all fake stories, by the way. We're just making this up on the spot.
yeah.
On the record,
fake.
this is nothing. This is...
Is online stories, actually.
Yeah.
We're reading out from the computer right here. But, yeah, so the person was at Conwood Cove, and it's like there's a lake, and then we were just two miles away from the lake, and
so like a hiking
we
area?
were camping. We were camping there for a week, and bro, it was in the desert, so it was like 120 during the day and like 90 at nighttime, so it sucked. But anyways, at nighttime, I had some people that brought a lot of shrooms, and so they took them, and one of our buddies, like everyone was having a good time except for one of my buddies. He actually was like throwing up for 5 minutes straight. Oh, wow. It just didn't hit him right. And the next morning he said that he tried to go to sleep and he felt like his body was shaking all night. Like he couldn't control himself. And then later on, he tried to go to sleep and eventually like it kind of just went away slowly. But it took him a while, he said.
That's crazy.
That's just crazy. Yeah.
Because what I've heard, you're intoxicated hella. So it's not one of those things that it's going to go away.
Yeah.
So if it's going bad,
your fault.
These are like 8-10 hours. Yeah. Like we're talking about.
It's kind of like weed in a way, because if you have a bad experience on weed, you know, you're like, fuck, like what I do. Like for me,
I mean, I just get anxiety. That's about it.
Yeah, me too.
Like, wait for weed or
like,
for weed.
Like if I'm having like a bad day and like let's say my day's just shitty, and my dumb ass says smoke weed, like I'll get anxiety, like really bad anxiety.
Yeah, I feel you. Me too.
I've never had a bad trip with weed though.
Oh. Really?
Well, because you're mellow.
Did you say that last time at the bonfire you had a bad trip?
I mean, it wasn't a bad trip. It's just like I was there with someone.
Recollecting your thoughts.
I was too like faded to like
process.
To like, really be there.
To really be there with them. So I felt bad on that part. But like as of how I felt fine.
Oh,
no,
okay,
yeah. I was dumb enough to do it one time. Like I don't know. I was just mad, and I just thought, like, oh, you know, I'm gonna just smoke some weed. Get rid of the anger, whatever it was, and it just made my day even worse. Like, but other than that, like I just got anxiety. Like I just didn't want to talk to anyone. I wanted to be myself. I felt overwhelmed.
Yeah, one time I greened out.
Okay,
it was weird because so it was the day before I had hit my first ever bong rip.
Okay.
And it was a beautiful high, like perfect. It felt amazing. My whole body was feeling nice. And hold on, airplane. Cool. And then so the next day after work, I was having like a long day. I was just tired, so I was like, fuck it, you know. I hit up my boy. I was like, hey, let me hit your piece. He was like, bet, sure. So I hit it. As I'm driving home, I roll the windows down and I just feel like a wave of anxiety. I was like, whoa. And like I couldn't breathe as well. I rolled up the windows. It was just weird. So I get home. I eat a mac and cheese. This is why I can't eat the mac and cheese from work no more. I swear, this is why. This is the reason why. Because I ate that, and then I drank the blue Powerade, and bro, that shit was bad. Like not even 2 seconds later, I threw that bitch up quick, and then my whole body, my legs were shaking like this for 10 minutes straight. Like my back felt like I had chills the whole time. It was just a bad time, so not fun.
You know what? That's the same reason why there's that thing that people think. I mean, I agree with it as well. Is those things of like when you throw up a certain food, even though the food didn't cause you to throw up, that you just can't eat it no more. For example, me, all of us here, we were. I worked at Chick-fil-A at one point. These guys are still there, but me personally, I had
Sadly.
I had a really bad like stomach ache, and I thought it was because I didn't eat breakfast this day or something. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go on my break, and I'm lactose, but I'll still drink milk here and there. But this day, my stomach was just like horrible, and I decided to drink an iced coffee. I drink it, and then I eat chicken wings after. I give it like 10 minutes later, I felt it coming up, and I just felt uncomfortable. And I told one of the managers there, I'm like, I kind of got to throw up. And they're like, oh, well, do you want to go home or do you want to stay to work? I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll stay. Okay, go throw up and come back. I was like, oh.
Oh, what? Really? No fucking way.
I was like,
Crazy.
Actually,
Just
no.
give out the initial.
No,
nothing.
Nothing
Oh,
right now.
my
Nothing right
fucking
now.
People are
God.
watching.
Yeah.
Point is that you know who you are. I know you're going to watch this later. You know who you are. So I went, threw everything up, came back, started shaking a bit.
I think I know.
You were sweating.
I was sweating.
His arms were heavy.
Freaking eyes bloodshot red, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going back to work. I just went back to work, but after that day, I'll eat it, but it like I'll feel like I just feel disgusting eating it. I don't want to eat that no more. Yeah, that's my story. At least with chicken minis.
Fuck. What's your story on acid? I remember that you told it you were gonna tell us, but I told you to wait for the podcast.
Well, acid actually. I shared my first experience with Erik over here. This was a different type of experience, honestly. And I don't know. I came in. Honestly, I felt like that was on me. I came in hot shot. Like I acted like I knew what I was doing and everything.
and even from the start, we were fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked.
It was our first time taking acid. We didn't just take one. We took two.
We took two tabs.
Yeah,
each.
bro.
We
That's
took a
fucking
gel
crazy.
tab and then a paper tab.
Yeah, it was a gel and paper, and Eric was trying to convince you to just take one. And I'm like, nah, we have two waiting bitches that we'll just take two.
Wow.
We're like,
That's where you fucked
yeah,
up.
it was. We took both tabs, and let's just say the experience. It was funny because so it's 10 a.m. right? This happens at 10 a.m. I told my parents, oh, we're just gonna walk down the block. We're gonna go to 4th Street. We'll be back right now. And they're like, oh, okay. We left, took the tabs. We walked to Main Place. That's like a 20-minute walk, 25-minute walk,
Yeah,
right?
like
20,
about, from your house, yeah.
So we started walking over there, and the tabs, like, you know, they go away after a while.
Like they dissolved.
Hold on. Was it playing going by? I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys, playing.
Play some like intermission music.
Elevator music.
Key intermission music.
Some Mario.
Oh, wow, you're up there, huh?
I'm gonna start making a beat.
No, this one's going for a good minute. The other one went by quick. This one,
He's taking
this
his
one
time.
knows it. This one knows we're recording. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck up their podcast. Fuck you.
Yep.
All right.
All right, cool.
Continuing on.
So continuing on, the tabs dissolved, and it's like 10 minutes in, and we're just walking, and me and Erik are kind of pissed at this point because obviously we spent money. It wasn't hitting, so we're just like, damn, these tabs ain't shit. They're nothing.
Dude,
That's
We're just
funny
talking
when you
shit,
say
yeah.
they ain't shit later. Boom.
And then we got closer to Main Place actually.
Yeah, it was around like the Discovery Center where
Discovery
like,
Oh, the cube?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like where like the bridge where the freeway's at.
Yeah.
That's when it really.
Yeah, so that when we got there, I told Erik, yo, Erik, like, everything turned bright. Like, everything's really bright right now. And he's just like, now you're tripping, bro. Like, you're
'Cause
tripping.
it hit him first.
It hit me
like,
first.
I want to say by like 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah. I'm like, no, bro. Like, everything's bright. Like everything's, like, shiny. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, nah, you're just exaggerating. Like, you're tripping. I'm like, no, bro. Like, everything's bright. And then 5 minutes later, I look at him, and he's like, bug eyes. Like, he's just like staring at me like
I was
that.
concentrating on walking.
Opa was bug eyes, bro. We get to Main Place. We get a Main Place. I'm like, okay, you know what? I feel better now. I might be tripping. We go inside. I remember hearing Highest in the Room by Travis Scott playing.
Oh.
And I thought it was a vibe, right? But then I told myself, why would they play Travis Scott at a...
No, and then he asked me, he's like, you hear that too right now? I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you didn't hear the music? And he's like, no. And I told myself, like, wait, why would they be playing a Travis Scott in the
mall?
In the mall. And that's what I do. Okay, you know what? I think I'm tripping now. Whatever is we sit down. We just sit down in the front entrance.
No, but before that, we tried like going to like the stores and stuff.
We could.
But we walked out and it was just like too much going on. So we're like, all right, let's sit down, let's regroup, and then like maybe we'll try the stores. And you know, like the little massage chairs near the entrance. That's where we sat down.
Everything like I got overwhelmed so fast. Like just being around so many people. I was having like social anxiety.
Especially because you feel like everyone's staring at you.
Yeah, and the thing is, no one's paying attention.
Super obvious.
Yeah, exactly. You just feel like you give something off.
Yeah.
And then I remember as people walking by, I heard them talking, but I couldn't understand what they were saying. So it was like they were speaking a complete foreign language, and I wanted to cry at that point because I was like, why can't I understand what they're saying, you know? And then I looked at Erik. Erik was just like bug-eyed concentrating. So I'm like, okay, I know he's tripping. I have to act sober, so we're both like at least in even a playing field. Like so, I could be comfortable and he could be comfortable. Yeah. So we go outside and we have our editor in the background. His name's Alan as well. We called him first, but he was working I think, or he was busy doing something. So he couldn't come pick us up. At that point, we didn't even go into the mall. Our initial plan was to go into the mall. We didn't even do that. We sat in the entrance and we just left. Like we couldn't. So we called Alan to see if he could like pick us up, but he was at work, so he couldn't. And then we called another friend. His name is Miguel. Miguel, you're probably watching this as well. He told us to meet him at the park. At the park nearby, it's the little Santiago Park with the little entrance.
Oh yeah, I think I know.
Yeah, so we get there. And that was a journey. Like it felt like we're in the desert. Like,
and especially because it's all like sandy and stuff. Like it's kind of like dried out. Like the grass isn't like there. Yeah. So we got to like some benches, and we were just like we were dead there. Like we were both laying down on the bench. And what happened after that?
Oh, at that point, that's when the high was peaking for me, and I felt energy. Like I looked at my arms, and I felt like I was able to see the energy flowing through my. Then I looked at Erik, and Erik was like laying down, but he was like stretched out. I felt like I saw his veins like running through him.
Yeah, that was what different. So his was more like visual. For me, I just like. It was more of like the way I felt.
Oh, okay.
No, but mine was visual and emotional. Like my emotions were all over the place. Like I was just like you know that ball you get when you want to cry, like right here.
Yeah.
I felt that throughout the whole. This was like a 12-hour high, bro. I kid you not, and I felt that like throughout the whole 12 hours. Like that's why I was trying to be as quiet as possible. Cause I felt like if I ended up talking too much, it was gonna. Like, I was just gonna start crying, so I just said, oh, fuck, I gotta shut up.
For me, it was more like concentration. Like, you know how we went to Yosemite and we took that hike?
Yeah.
Like, towards the end, how, like, we were so tired, you were just kind of concentrating on, like, going up?
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I was just, like, locked in on walking.
And then our friend comes. We end up meeting up with him. He ends up meeting up at the spot we told him to.
The water bottles that he brought with him?
Okay, so I'm not sure if everyone here is watching Naruto, but you know that scene where what's his name? Yellow haired dude?
Naruto?
No.
The main guy? His name's on the title?
Deidara.
From Nakatsuki?
Deidara from Nakatsuki. When he's looking up at Itachi, when he's like, when Itachi's like going down the steps. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I don't watch Naruto.
I don't watch Naruto either.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what I'm talking about. So okay, basically, it was just like a godly moment. Like when I saw him, like I was just like finally, like like someone's here, and he gave us a water bottle. I was just chugging that like so quick, because I just felt like I haven't drunk water in days. And he told me, he's like, hey, like, are you high right now? And I'm like, dude, like, I'm high off my shit right now. Like, I don't even know what's going on. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like, you look normal.
Oh yeah, he was saying
Yeah,
that
we
we
look normal. He's like,
And
you look regular.
I feel like that kind of calmed us down because, like I said, like at main place, we felt like
Yeah,
we were being
everyone.
super obvious that we were like gone, but apparently we. Looked
Yeah,
like,
he said it looked like a casual day. And when after that we went to eat, he ended up ordering for us. We went to the Habit, bro. Right. When you're high and someone's taking care of you, you're expecting them to give you the best experience possible, you know? We wanted a burger.
Hey, I will say now, though, that was the best option there.
Yeah, okay, still, though.
What
The
did you
Habit
get, you guys?
burgers are unique. They're juicy. I was craving them. Okay, you know what? Like, this is going to be good. He's like, oh, just give me the money. Like, I'll buy everything. I'll make sure. Another plane.
Fuck.
Just 3
I wish they could pull a. I'm gonna say it.
Just go on eco mode.
Guess this number.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
So I concluded.
Hey, can you cut that out?
Okay, nah, but yeah. So we expected the best option there. He's like, oh, just give me the money. We'll take care of it, you know? He comes out with sandwiches.
They were like, we say sandwiches because it was like on toast. Like what do they call it?
The sourdough?
The sourdough?
Santa Barbara.
I think I've seen it.
Charburger
It's like the PJ, but like the PB and J, like the bread, right?
You mean white bread, bro?
No, I think it is sourdough.
It's a sourdough.
It's like on, it has like avocado. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
like
just
the
saw
grilled
it.
chicken?
No,
I don't know what type of meat.
it had regular beef.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember it. Point is, I saw it and I was my mind was like so fucked. I was like, what the fuck is this? He's like, oh, I got you like to eat. I'm like, bro, I wanted a burger. Like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck? What kind of healthy shit is this?
I'm like, I was just mad at first, but you know what? I'm hungry. Cause we didn't eat the whole day.
I feel like that's what
Messed me up.
determines your high. Like if you eat right. If you don't, I feel like you're just
No,
kind of.
I don't know,
But when
bro.
you eat right, I feel like.
But yeah, I feel
That's
like
when you feel so much
I feel
better.
like that's with regular shit. Like when it comes to this, I feel like that's just on the state of mind you're in. Like if you're having a bad day and you do it, you're gonna have a bad trip. But if you're having a good day, then it should
Like
be normal.
at Denny's, that shit was nice, huh?
Fuck again?
Name,
Oh
bro.
my fuck! Let me make a phone call real quick, guys.
Call Lester from GTA. What do you need?
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
when we
right.
went to Denny's, that shit was nice.
Yeah, that shit-
We got super faded before, and then we ended up eating nachos. Those nachos hit different.
Oh,
yeah.
killed nachos.
Dude, those nachos came, they were gone in 2 seconds.
Hey, you're welcome, because you guys didn't want to. Well, I ordered
Hey,
them.
thank you.
I ordered them.
But my boy
Hey,
Erwin ended up
Erwin,
paying.
hey.
Erwin, let's
Thank
go!
you, Erwin. Yes, sir.
The homie.
Okay.
Oh, I have to pay him back. But we're not talking about that. We're
I'll
not
pay you
talking
back.
about
I'll
that.
pay you back with food. You know I got you, bro. You know I got you.
I'll pay you
Oh,
back
wait.
next year.
To finish out the story though, ends up being 11 p.m. We're just going home at 11 p.m. because at that point we feel good. So around the area where we're in, so I grew up around this. Erik didn't grow.
I grew up. I moved out of like.
This is gonna be part of the TikTok, by the way. We're gonna include this part of the TikTok. This is
I
hilarious.
moved out of like a, I guess you could say like bad neighborhood at the age of like 4, and then I moved into like a
Suburb.
mostly like white neighborhood. So I never grew up like in a bad environment.
Right. So the area in which like I live in, let's say special services could be attained. They're offered.
Yes.
Cops?
Oh, you weirdo. No, just keep
Okay.
going.
Something
Just-
you'd be interested in.
Something you
You
did.
specifically.
What the fuck is that?
Okay.
Just anyways,
Boy.
next. Just go.
Oh!
Sorry, he's a little slow sometimes.
All right.
I had
guy.
dyslexia.
Makes no sense.
Okay. Point is, we're walking home. We're walking home. I see out of the corner of my eye, but to me, because I live in this area, it's so normal to see like on an everyday basis. I don't even pay attention to it, and all I see is Erik like, John, what the fuck is that? I'm like, what do you mean? He's not like, he just got into the car. I'm like, yeah. He's like, did she get like what happened? I'm like, Erik, that's the prostitute.
It took me a while to process that. Like,
Yeah, they get to process it. Like, what do you want me to? He's like,
It's just I had never seen one in like real life before.
Yeah.
But
Oh, we GTA, huh? GTA.
but the worst part, bro, is that like, no offense to anyone, but it wasn't even like to me at least, it wouldn't be like an attractive, act, because it was like a bigger person, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like out of the random, like she's still getting she's getting out the car, and this is the weirdest part, at least. She was still getting ready, like she was still putting on her stuff as she was getting out. But like I said, just because I see this so often, it was just like normal. But I couldn't understand why with Erik it was like, what the fuck, like what the fuck's happening here, you know?
See, the crazy thing is like, we didn't like process that because we left Miguel's house. He lives by main place. We left around like 11 p.m. and we walked all the way to John's house at like in the middle of the night, and we didn't process things like, oh, maybe we should like Uber or something.
Yeah, we just we walked home. I was so high going home. I was high till the next morning.
Yeah, it was coming down though.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad, but oh, still close to the mic. Nah, but overall the experience was like it was pretty fun. But keep in mind, like I said, I told my parents at 10 a.m. we're gonna go to 4th Street to take a walk. Take a walk in 4th Street. It's 11 p.m. and we're still not home.
Came back around what, midnight?
Midnight, and they're like, where the fuck were you? Because we were having a meal, like it was a carne asada and everything. So we said, oh, we'll be right back. We'll come like in time for dinner. Or we'll come in time for lunch because Mexicans we make in the morning, you know? Shit, we're back like when everyone's sleeping still. Everyone was asleep, and that's when we're getting back. And they're like, oh, where were you? Like, oh, it's because on the way over there, we met up with a friend and we just started talking. It's like, it took you 12 hours to finish a conversation?
12 hours?
Well, from 10 a.m. to midnight.
Oh, shit. Oh, in the morning. Oh, shit. I thought you meant like 10.
Oh.
My bad.
But that's our stories on drugs.
Stories.
Let's flip it up to some cars that we got.
Huh?
Is you on a timeout?
Not really.
Oh, no.
Nah, we'll keep it going.
But some cars that we're into cars. Let's talk about cars.
Alright, let's talk about.
I think an overrated car. It's got to be my car, the Miata. It's
Overrated?
fast.
Yeah.
Underrated. My bad. Underrated.
No, it's
Underrated.
overrated. You're right.
Overrated. Sure, like on social media, it's overrated, but like when you truly have one, it's like you don't expect much from it. But, I mean,
it's a fun car. Like it's a
Look,
fun
yeah,
car.
it's pretty fast. It's agile. It
Yeah.
gets its turns right. But
It's a
obviously
fun car, no?
Yeah,
I don't know about fast.
it's a good daily driver. I think I want to say.
I've heard that a lot.
It's fast when you're in the streets. Obviously, in the fucking freeway. Not saying that we.
You mean the like quick acceleration?
Yeah, I
accelerates
guess.
quick?
I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
No.
I've driven your car before. I remember thinking like, fuck, like, am I stepping all the way down?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna try this later on.
Wait, this is gonna be the first vlog. we're gonna time our takeoffs from 0 to 60. Like how fast.
I got a
it
truck,
takes
so that's not fair. Like you guys are
I
gonna
only
win
got
for
a
sure.
Z.
He only has a Z, so it's nothing great.
Hey,
Got a-
this guy was
Hey,
sick.
we got the Civic with the computer.
off. Got the
here.
laptop Civic.
This is the laptop that he uses.
Just for show, guys. Just for show.
Oh, V6 muscle cars.
No. Why would? See, it's like I feel like the muscle car community is so. It's like me. I want a scat pack. Like I'm trying to get a scat pack by soon. You know.
Oh wait, just so you guys know where we stand. He's
I'm the only
American
muscle. I'm only American muscle here.
We're
JDM.
all three of us JDM and.
Trucks.
Truck guy.
Truck.
So
I love
American.
trucks.
But just to clarify, not squatter trucks.
Yeah.
No, hell no,
okay.
not those taquache trucks. Those are disgusting.
Trucks have to be lifted.
They have.
That
to
is a
be.
fact.
For me, they have to have tires that are at least, I want to say 17 to 20. I feel like that's good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bigger than the average child.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely got to be big tires, lifted, and got some shocks,
Yeah.
some nice lighting.
See,
If you have like foggy light, that's not fun. I
See,
like when it has those LED lights.
the thing is, trucks in general, they serve a purpose, you know? Their purpose is to be able to go out like most terrains, like hard
Exactly.
lifting job. What the fuck are you gonna do if that truck is hitting the floor?
I know.
You limited like 90%
I
of
hate
its
that
purpose.
shit. And then they're like going around trying to not hit the curves. Like, bro, as a truck, you should be going over
Yeah,
those curves
yeah.
like it's nothing.
You should be going in the sidewalk through the house.
Exactly. Oh, like last time that I parked at Canes, I parked on top
on
of
top of
yeah.
the
the
ledge.
fucking
Oh, yeah, I remember that
curb, and we were just eating there. Like, you can't do that with the squatted truck. That's
Cue the
whack.
picture.
Cue the picture.
Cue the video.
Oh, we took a video.
Oh, you guys have, I forgot you guys have video of it, huh?
Yeah,
No, but yeah,
but yeah,
Mopar.
nah.
I had to include that.
Dang. So what's your dream car? Like dream car, like right now.
Affordable.
Donald Trump told you what car do you want, son?
Oh shit.
I'll get it for
Not
you right
affordable,
now.
Right now.
I'm gonna
We
be
all
right
know
now.
what John would pick.
A Supra MK4.
Oh.
Hot John.
What's up?
Supra MK4.
Nah.
Fuck, no, he's getting a Hellcat.
Nah. If it's
We
a-
just said he's American. Why the
I
fuck
know.
would he go
No,
for
see,
it?
no, what's up into? The make picks it up. I told me to tell you.
Let's go.
The fuck, what's it called? I lost my train of thought.
Next, Jerry.
Go, Jerry, go.
Oh
Dream
my
car,
God.
hurry up.
Dream car, obviously, has to be Japanese, twin turboed, a Miata.
Fuck.
No, probably,
Super
fuck.
nice.
You know, you caught me on this question off guard.
Me too.
Oh, it's not that hard.
It's pretty hard because there's a lot of variations. Like, a
Just
lot of
one
cars
car
do.
that you can think of right now that you're like, fuck, I want that car bad.
The Acura, the new Acura.
There you go.
Huh?
Yeah, GTR 300ZX.
No,
Yeah,
I
the
forget,
Miata,
forget
bro.
twin turbo. The new Acura, the NSX.
That was
The
nice.
new one.
That's nice.
That's just nice.
You?
I want to go with the Skyline R34. That's the dream car right there.
Okay, mine has to be the GMC, which the AT4. That shit is hard. It just obviously 4-wheel drive. You can drop the tailgate and then you could drop it one more time for a step.
Yeah.
I think you could drop it too and it turns into a speaker.
Yeah, the kickbox.
Dude,
Dude,
it's
those,
so
that is.
sick.
Is that the one that has the
Wait,
one where you could like
Wait, honestly,
take out a pole
I
and like
think
pull
it's in
yourself?
all the.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's in all the GNCs now. Like, in
I
the
think it's
newer-
on the,
the
higher
trucks,
end models.
The
though.
higher end truck
Yeah.
model. 'Cause I know the Denali has something similar to that. as
Yeah,
well.
but
I think it's
GMC in
fire,
general,
though.
the GMC is
kick rod
best
as well?
luxury and just and overall best truck.
I like their model for it. It was like the king of the tailgate.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah, it
like,
is.
that's fire.
It is.
My bad. I just remember the name family. It was a Dodge Viper. Just wanted to include that.
Oh,
Dodge
Viper?
Viper.
I don't know, like, I'm more of a, instead of having, like, one expensive car, I'd rather have, like,
No, we said one car. Eric.
One
It's a
car.
one
okay,
car.
one car, even though, like, it gets a lot of hate, people call it a Beamer, it's, the Mark V Supra.
I respect that.
Like, it's not the fastest, but, like, it can handle a lot, and, I don't know, just the aesthetic of it.
See, I love the newer model Supras. I think they look so clean. Like, especially with that that glossy finish, bro. I don't think there's no other JDM that when I see it, I'm just like, damn, that is nice.
I saw Murdered Out one last time at Newport. It was clean.
What about classic cars? What do you guys thought on classic cars?
I don't really
feel
have
Classic cars
I
is
just
it-
feel like Mustang. Like the old Mustangs were
classic cars
filthy.
is in like older model cars. It doesn't necessarily have to be like fucking Cadillac. Like
In that case, Skyline.
Skylines are
Those
nice. Aren't those illegal here?
Yeah.
I think
They're
so.
illegal in the U.S., right?
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
you
yeah,
can still
once-
get them here, right?
I think once
What's
they
the 30-year
pass, like, yeah.
Yeah, the 30-year thing passes.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
makes
so
sense.
if it's been made before 30 years or something, then
Yeah.
you can bring it over and you're good.
After 30 years, so after it's been made after 30 years,
Okay. Yeah.
it gets like permission.
I think it's 25.
Oh,
Oh,
my
25?
bad. 25.
Oh, 25.
Oh, sorry, we got a car.
Wait,
guy
so
over
is that
here.
We got a fact checker.
is that
GM specialist.
Yeah, you're right.
so
yeah.
what's that like it has to be older than 25 before it could be
Yeah, before it
that's
comes here.
crazy.
Which
I
is-
mean, then you can just transfer you can just rework it, right? Like take off the pieces, switch it off, mod it.
I've only seen like stuff on YouTube. I've never seen it in person.
No,
Those shits are
basically
crazy.
this one guy brought it. Cause I think it's legal. Like it's just illegal. It's illegal to drive, right? It's
you
a
can import them.
yeah. You can import
Legally,
them.
But if they catch it, they'll destroy the car.
Yeah, like it's
Damn.
yeah.
They destroy the fucking car.
It can be.
Insane.
So the thing is, like, I've seen. My friend goes to a lot of car shows, and he was sending me videos. Shout out to Emmanuel. And they have the Skylines, but they have them in the tow truck.
Oh,
So it's not.
Yeah, so you
So
can't
you
get it
can't
on
drive it because technically that's not illegal because it's not being driven.
Yeah.
So they just when they have a car show, it's like one tow truck, and on top of the tow truck it's the Skyline. But it's like, hey, bro, the Mustang Fastback though, the 64s, those things go hard.
Those shits are nice, and the way they sound, they just sound like an actual muscle car. Now I just feel like they don't really sound as heavy, but back then,
it all depends on which company we're talking. I feel like Dodge has.
I feel like that's the best heavy sound.
Mustangs
but
too,
those
some
5.0s though, I don't know. Like I'm not a crazy sports car guy in general, but like the 5.0s, when I've heard them with the nice exhaust and shit, oh my god. Those
See,
shit
and
sound
you
clean.
brought up the well, it's not typically Mustangs, it's more Camaros. That big topic of like how these some of these muscle cars are like losing so much muscle and being more like you know that I feel I was watching
Aesthetic.
I was
Aesthetic
watching like for the
yeah.
Camaro. That's what the Camaro is judged upon as well. That's why it's like made fun of in the community. It's just because they go more they're more like sports cars
muscle.
instead of muscle. You know, but I respect the fuck out of them because once you mod those things up, bro, they push heavy. The Dodge in general, you can't really do much to them just because everything's like
Already built into it, yeah.
built into it. That's the only problem I have about Dodge. But from the factory, Dodge is like probably top one.
Alright.
Hey, what would you like say that got you into like cars? Like what would it get you into cars? Or like what got you into cars?
My honest take, Transformers. When I saw that Bumblebee scene, bro, I swear to God that the first muscle car I liked was the Camaro for that.
The old
one for the first movie.
When he transferred, yeah, in the first Transformers, when they're like, oh, this is a piece of junk. They were like, oh, I wish you get a better car.
From a Beetle, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
switching
yeah.
and it
Yeah.
turned into
Yeah.
a nice ass
That was
Camaro.
fire. After that, bro, I like fell in love with it. It's awesome.
What about
For
you?
me, probably Fast and the Furious.
For real.
Yeah.
I would say Fast and the Furious too. Like I fell in love with like the cars. Like the first three movies are like Tokyo Drift, Too Fast and Furious. The first one, they're all like.
Oh, you know what? If I were to come back to that question, that earlier question, the Han's car, the RX-7.
Oh,
that shit was
crazy.
sick. That shit was sick.
Mine, well, I don't really have for trucks. My dad he's always had trucks, so I always mess with trucks. But sports cars, same thing, Fast and Furious. Obviously, like who wasn't inspired with that movie for cars, you know what I mean? Especially aesthetic wise, they had everything there. So I would say Fast and Furious, and then the car that I would go from there was the green car, the one that he messed up, that he totaled, the first car that he totaled, that he owed the 7-second car to for Dom.
Yeah.
That was the Paul Walker. That
Clips,
one.
yeah.
R.I.P.
Nah, bro.
And then you?
Wait, we're choosing a car from there?
No,
No,
no?
we're just
Oh,
saying in general.
Airplane again, my bad.
Fudge! Is it free flight day or something? Dude, it's like
Y'all
an
just said it,
airline
too.
flight.
Where we play the advertisements.
Oh yeah, every time.
All right, we want to thank our sponsors for today.
Jose's house.
We'd like to thank Jose's house for offering this nice
for
and enjoyable
Airbnb.
environment. It's a nice Airbnb, nice place to stay. Would recommend 10 out of 10. We'll check out again. Thank you for having us. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Make sure to use code Indecisive for a 50% off. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say like thank you though to like the 500 like views that we got from the first video.
Yeah.
First video wasn't the
Appreciate it.
best. Lighting I felt was too much, but in general we fixed
was
it
a
up.
really sloppy video.
We got mics. I had a lot of people tell me get some mics.
Yep.
So we got some mics going. We're gonna get more obviously for all of us, but this is a start and thank you guys.
I feel like that was the biggest step when creating a podcast, and I've been watching and studying like how to make podcasts more, and the biggest thing is get something out there like as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we're struggling in, because you guys saw the first video last week, but that was like 5 takes,
Yeah.
and that was like a week.
And it was from like a midnight.
Yeah, it was from the
Oh yeah,
midnight.
it was like late at night.
I was
already
scared.
tired. I was already like, bro. I'm
But not only
tired.
that, I was scared, man. I told myself, like, we tried this like 5 times already. I felt like if we didn't get something out by the end of that week, because that was our deadline, we said we're gonna get something out, and it took us till midnight to start. I thought if we don't get this out tonight, we're probably not gonna make another video.
Yeah, and like, dude, I thought it was easy. I thought it was
Yeah.
just set up a
Yes.
camera and then that's
Start
it.
going.
Nah, dude, it gets hard because you're like, what are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna bring in, and etc. But
Although we kind of like we were surprised with what we ended up having
Yeah.
because we were like, all right, we gotta at least talk for like
20
at
minutes.
least 15, 20 minutes. Like
That was our
aiming
goal.
for that.
yeah, we ended up
And
getting
we ended
an
up taking an hour
hour.
in,
That
yeah.
shit was perfect.
And I liked it. It was like really free flowed. But again, this is only our second episode. We did have a lot of mistakes, you know, especially equipment. We don't have the best equipment right now. It's something we're working on as well. Like I said, the
If
biggest
you guys want to
thing-
sponsor us, Venmo, that down and off.
Twitch,
and
the
then,
Twitch is down.
the
We have a
thing.
Patreon set up as well. Make sure to check
Nah,
that
everything's
out.
coming soon, but
No.
definitely thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Donations are accepted though. You know,
Yeah.
just hit us up. Donate $1, $2.
That was the
Appreciate
biggest thing.
$100.
You know,
A new setup.
That was the biggest. That was the biggest thing I got. Like a lot of people enjoyed it, which I liked. You know, thank you guys for like you guys enjoyed it.
Hey,
But
shout out to my bad, bro. Shout out to the people that were like talking about it like the next day at work.
Yeah.
You guys are
all
real
our
ones.
homies.
Thank you
All our
guys.
homies.
But that was dope as well. I mean, it's up to y'all. I'm not there no more right now, but you know that's cool. The biggest thing for me at least was everyone was saying get mics.
Yeah.
Like the podcast was funny. It was like they enjoyed it, but the biggest thing was mics. Like we didn't have they couldn't hear us for a lot of echo sounds. Hopefully this sounds a little bit better. You know, we're gonna rewatch it, see how it is. We're still gonna post it, but for future episodes, it's only gonna get better, I think.
Yeah, we're still working. We're still trying to perfect our craft and taking time. We're learning, as you said, we're watching more podcasts, learning what they use, what they do, and just from there we're putting it into our own craft and working with that.
We have a big project coming up actually. Like we're only 2 episodes in, but we already got a couple things planned ahead.
So stay
like,
tuned.
yeah,
Stay tuned. There's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
some good stuff. We're gonna be working with my boy over here with Jovialent. He is having that coming up, so we're gonna be working with that and just seeing what's up with that.
This has been a project I want to give him credit for the most. He's been working on this for a while, and it's almost time
To launch something.
Can
No,
you
it's
can you explain to the people what Jovialent is and how it came to you?
Okay, so after this commercial break,
After this commercial break.
So this podcast is sponsored by Jovialent. It's a lifestyle.
He's taking us out to eat after this.
Jovialent is responsible for our next meal. Thank you.
Feeding the.
You know what?
Feeding the
Maybe
broke.
I might. Nah, just kidding. Nah, I am an kind of broken up.
But for the.
Jovialent, for me, it's more of like it's I don't want to say a lifestyle because every brand says that, you know, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's more of like a I want to say like a good place of mind. You know, have fun, do whatever you want to do, create your own shit. You know, that's what it represents to me. Before that was like the idea, a lifestyle, but now I switched up some ideas, and that's what it is for now. Eventually, like right now, what I'm trying to do is really start like a little clothing line that hopefully y'all could buy, please. Please, I want it to be successful. If not, it's fine. You know, I could always do something else. But eventually move out to different things, you know. I wanted to start a podcast by myself, but then using Jovialent. But now that like all of us created something new, I think like I shouldn't do that anymore. I don't know how to say this. Like that was like the idea for me, like in different stages. But now I'm happy that I started with this first, because now I know like a new vision for where I'm going with that. Eventually, I want to start making like little short films, you know, that are like kind of like skits, you know, little funny skits, 5-minute video skits, and then eventually you guys just gotta stay tuned for that. But I just don't want to leave it as a clothing line. I want to be more than that. I want to make sure everybody has a little taste of it. If it's not clothing, if it's not media, could be music, could be food. You know, I know you're a good. I know you're a good cook.
We got
You're a
good
good
chefs
cook.
over here.
You know, so that's eventually what I'm trying to do with it. The name for Jovialent, it's a combination of two words, jovial and violent. Jovial, for which is something that's like, it's a cheerful idea. Violent, obviously straightforward violence. You know, so it's like a cheerful, violent idea. You know, yeah. I like the name too, Jovialent. You know.
It's different. Definitely different.
It's different, you know.
See, so what I like about this is that it's like you said, it's bigger than clothing. It's more like it's not even lifestyle. I feel like this could actually at least in Southern California, how we are, like there's not too many major brands out here. You know, there's a lot of smaller brands, and each one impacts our culture.
Exactly, and especially want to put a name on Santa Ana. You know, it's not. You know, when people talk about Santa Ana, they're always like Orange County this, Orange County that, Southern SoCal, you know.
Exactly. People don't distinguish Santa Ana as Santa Ana.
As a whole, yeah.
We get distinguished as part of Orange County or Southern California.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure all of us, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
We can make that happen.
It's a group effort. These are all projects we're working on
Yes, sir.
as a whole, and I feel like
2022 is gonna be a big year,
Yeah, we
especially
have
with us
some-
moving out.
we have some major
Oh,
plans.
so yeah, we're moving out. We're going to get a studio. Just kidding.
No,
not a
we don't
studio.
talk about that. That's what I was
Yes,
talking
We're
about.
just saying we're moving out.
Yeah.
Big things are
Yeah.
coming.
Big
once we
things are
move
coming,
out. A lot of
See,
more
hopefully
content.
by then as well, I want us to. We're gonna incorporate vlogs as well, vlog skits. So we also have a TikTok. I'm gonna try linking it down below. We haven't posted anything on there. Instagram as well. If you guys want to follow us on there, that'd be awesome. We're trying to get to 100 followers so far. We have, I think, 4950. But we could get at 100. That's a good
Easy,
landmark.
easy.
We haven't posted anything on either TikTok or Instagram, but we're slowly gonna start uploading more on there.
Yeah.
We're trying to like mostly focus on YouTube. It's gonna be like our main focus. Like he said, we have TikTok and Instagram, but like our main focus is gonna be like YouTube.
We're putting the vlogs on YouTube for now. I mean the vlogs, sorry, the podcast on YouTube for now. But I feel like later on I think we could expand it because we're also trying to create vlogs, stuff like that. But like we said, we don't have the equipment for it yet. We're still we're still learning along. It's a process. So hopefully later on, within the next couple months, a year even, we're able to progress this and create it bigger, you know. But we do got bigger plans for the future, guys.
Yeah. If you want to follow us, Instagram, it's _indecisive _podcast _. If you want to follow Jovialent, it's just Jovialent, VALENT.
Awesome.
Everything will be linked down below. All of our Instagrams and our main group Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff that we have. But like we said, 2022, big year, moving out, so a lot of more content. The clothing's gonna be crazy. Just everything in general. So stay tuned.
Yeah, and make sure to follow that Instagram because we're trying to interact more with you guys.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be more of an interactive page. We're trying to see what we could get out of you guys. Topics as well.
Yeah, like what do you guys want to hear? What do you guys want to like us to talk about?
Obviously, because at the end of the day, we're making these videos for us, but as well for you guys. You know, we're trying to see what you guys want us to talk about, topics we want. Obviously, nothing political. We're not trying to get.
Yeah, we're not trying to get into all that stuff, guys.
stuff,
Chill. We're not trying to get canceled on our first
Yeah,
third
exactly,
videos.
But
We just want to share part of our life with you. You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, guys. Peace.
Later. Rockin' Asian bathroom. God damn.
dude, that was fun.
I know. We did.